there. Welcome back to another episode. Now, a few episodes ago, my good friend Mikey joined me to try some of LA's best Chinese food. Well, guess what? Mikey is back again today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different and trying 3 different steaks at 3 different price points. Get ready, guys. I am so excited to try these.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a really good one.
We're not just going to get any everyday steak. Well, we're going to get an everyday steak, cheap as possible. But we're also going to get the most expensive steak we can get also.
Yeah, I'm talking like A5 wagyu, like some Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
Some Salt Bay shit.
Yeah, and what a revolutionary idea. No one's ever done this before on YouTube or on a date. Let's go.
Let's go.
There's one big difference about today's episode. 2 big differences, actually. Number 1, I've lost 20 pounds. Number 2, I have a mustache. Let's go.
All right, guys, we're on our way right now to Pavilions. We're going to be getting the first 2 meats here. I'm talking the cheapest meat and the second most expensive meat. The most expensive meat, we're going to be taking you guys somewhere else, but let's see what Pavilions has in store.
We didn't really do a good job of explaining this at the beginning of the video, but we're comparing ribeyes today. And ribeyes, like, they're not cheap steaks. So like I'm looking for the cheap option right now, and the cheapest one I see here is $17. So I'm gonna grab this one, but it's not that cheap still, you know? We're gonna have cheap, we're gonna have a mid-grade, and then we're gonna have like really crazy nice. But we're gonna go to the Grove after this and see what they have. So we're at Huntington Meats at the Grove, or the farmer's market at the Grove. This is one of my favorite places in town to buy meats. They have really good steaks, really good ribeyes. They actually have really good prices on like chicken and stuff, but we're not here for that today. We're here for the beef.
We're here for the ribeye.
We're here for that steak. So yeah, we're gonna buy a stupid expensive piece of meat.
Why?
And just like see what it is. I think we're gonna get wagyu, but it looks kind of expensive, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. So we just got 1/3 of a pound of Japanese wagyu, as good as you can get. $78.
What?
We're going big, guys.
Yeah. I guess I'm funding this episode.
I'll Venmo you.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna make you split it with me. There's a lot of. It's definitely not worth it, you know. But we're gonna taste it and see what it's like. Thank you. Carrot, the card for influencers. Let's go. Press for lost ticket. $30. My God.
Are you serious?
No, don't lose your freaking parking tickets. At the Grove especially. It costs $20 to park here if you don't lose your parking ticket. Son of a bitch. Let's go. Let's go cook these bastards. Okay, we're back and
We have the meat.
so since this is Zoe's video and I'm just here to cook, I'm gonna get out of the shot and get behind the camera where I belong. I'll be back.
All right, guys. Personally, ribeye is my favorite kind of steak. I would say the best kind of ribeye is about 1 inch thick. Not too thick, not too thin. When you have them super thin, a lot of the times they have a tendency to overcook. So we got them at 3 different price points. First off, we have USDA Choice ribeye steak for $17.19. Second, we have a Snake River Farms Wagyu beef ribeye for $30.79. And third, we got this premium A5 Japanese Wagyu beef. This is about $230 a pound, you guys. Today we only got 1/3 of a pound. We spent $78.20 on this piece of meat.
Okay, so we have all our meats down here. Cheap, mid, expensive. You might be wondering, why is this wrapped in paper? This Wagyu has such a high fat content that like literally if you touch it, it starts to melt. So I don't really want to put it directly on the wood, but yeah, that's why we have it in paper right now. How are we seasoning these, Zoe? Do you know?
Let's do some salt, some pepper, maybe some garlic powder.
That's right.
finally time to eat after hours and hours of shopping, cooking, talking. Let's start out with the $17 ribeye. All right, so the $17 ribeye, I will say, is a little bit tougher than I expected on the exterior and the interior. It's cooked medium on the inside, and I don't think it's as flavorful as it could possibly be, but I don't want to shame it in any way because first we need to try out the other two, but for $17, we'll find out if it's worth it after we try the other two. On to the next $30 ribeye. The $30 ribeye is definitely softer and more tender and juicy in my opinion than the first one. I think the flavors are a lot stronger. The butter, the salt, the pepper, the meat really, really stand out. It's super tender, super soft, but I cannot give a true, honest comparison until we try the prime wagyu. Oh my God. I don't even have words right now.
I want to try it.
I know this sounds really cliche, but it absolutely melts in your mouth. It literally tastes like the texture of butter mixed with steak. It is so tender, so flavorful, so juicy. This is absolutely one of the best steaks I have ever had in my life. And I also want to mention how thin it is compared to the other two that we had, but since it's had such a high concentrated fat content with that marbling in there, it really made all of the fat melt and just completely melt in your mouth. Dude.
Was it worth it? $78, $108 with a parking ticket?
All right, well, to be clear, losing the parking ticket was 100% Mikey's fault. He put it in his pocket and he lost it.
We're at the Grove, and they're not going to be too kind to me about that.
Let's check if it's in the car.
We'll get there.
So technically the Wagyu steak was $78. Would I spend $78 all the time cooking a regular steak or Wagyu steak? No, but once in a while when you want to splurge, this is 110% worth it in my opinion. It doesn't even compare to the first two steaks that we had. Mikey, I think you need to try this.
I think I probably should.
Come here. I wasn't lying.
I thought you were just full of crap, Zoe. Wow. That's really good.
In your opinion, is it worth the $78? I think it is. It's unlike any other steak I've ever had. I mean, if you go to a nice restaurant like a Mastro's or a Ocean Prime, you're gonna get probably a second level steak for the price of that.
Yeah, I've never had anything like that before.
All right, so summing up all of the steaks that we tried today, first one, the $17 steak, was it worth it? In my opinion, I was not too crazy about it. While it was the least expensive, I thought it was a little bit too tough in texture and just didn't have that much flavor at all. Second would be the $30 ribeye. I do think the $30 ribeye was worth $30. It was super tender, juicy, and flavorful, but to be honest, nothing that I tried today compared to this $78 Wagyu. While it sounds absolutely outrageous to have a third of a pound of Wagyu for $78, this isn't something that I think that you would be trying every day. This is once in a while when you want to splurge. Maybe it's for a special occasion, maybe even once a month, maybe twice a year, once a year. I don't care how many times, guys, but it is definitely worth a try. If you guys have not ever tried A5 Wagyu, it'll completely blow your mind. It really blew mine today. What do you guys think? Have you tried any kind of steak that I've tried today, specifically the A5 Wagyu? Let me know down below in the comments if you tried it before, or maybe you want to try it in the future. And what you guys thought about this kind of video. Do you guys want to see more cooking style videos? Let me know down below. Make sure to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I have new videos every week. And I'd love for you guys to keep on watching. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Zoe's channel. She's always putting out food content, you know. I'm just trying to help the poor girl out.
Also, smash that like button while you're at it.
Also, smash that like button. In the comment section, just let me know how you feel about my 20-pound weight loss since the last video. No, don't do that.